Alrighty, hello, nobody. I am the Dave. I freaking love this song, this track, and the game. It's from A Hat in Time, but we're not playing A Hat in Time today because I'm stupid. I really wanted to play A Hat in Time, actually. I wanted to play the entire game in one sitting, and by that I mean play all the levels and skip all the time riffs. And just basically say, I beat the whole game and not the time riffs and none of the optional stuff. But, you know, all the levels and get all the bosses, defeat all the bosses at least. But I decided not to do that because I've not played Mirror's Edge in a while and streaming A Hat in Time is a big pain in the keister. So I'm going to pause Calm Hour from the B-side soundtrack, which I purchased. I love the game. Get rid of starting soon because we've already started. Okay. So, how do I stream again? Oh, yeah. I click on game, keep on talking, and just don't stop. Streaming sucks. So why do I do it? Because I still have this delusion that I might be able to do something. Shit. Yes, play Mirror's Edge. Now, here's the sign of a really good streamer. I didn't actually see if the game was even being captured by OBS. It is! Cool. That's nifty. I didn't even check to see if my computer can handle the bit rate and everything that I'm going to be running this at. So this should be about as completely screwed up as every single one of my other streams. And probably more so than any other stream on the planet. Turn up the master volume that way. Now turn up the audio device. I've never understood the difference between that kind of thing. So, now I've noticed that whenever it's writing information to my hard drive, it completely pisses on my bit rate. So that tells me I'm really gonna have to, make an adjustment. But, we'll do a new game. I'm actually going to be playing on hard mode because I've never done that, actually. Thinking about it, I've never played on hard mode. Uh-oh. I was about to say, Vigi Games.
Once the city used to pulse with energy, dirty and dangerous, but alive and wonderful. Now, it's something else. The changes came slowly at first. Most didn't realize, or didn't care, and accepted them. They chose a comfortable life. Some didn't.
Some decided to go to Walmart while hacking up a storm and give everybody the Rona.
They became our clients. We call ourselves runners. We exist on the edge, between the gloss and the reality. The mirror's edge.
That's some hokey writing.
Runners see
Man, I got all kinds of crap on my desk. I seriously need to move that so I'm not like
become pathways.
punching my gun and my car keys and everything else with the mouse.
The fight is what keeps us running. Keeps us alive.
And yet this tutorial is so boring it'll kill you.
Paul took you out of commission for a while, and now you're back. You got to keep sharp, especially in this city. Check out these new training grounds. Pretty slick, huh?
Looks pretty run down. Looks like the ghetto. Looks like my house. Looks like my room. Alright. Now, I have to remember the keyboard buttons because not using a controller but it's still gonna give me controller prompts because reasons. Ah! Okay. This is one of those very, very few games where I can play at this low of a field of view because I have just played it for so many years. I am used to the way that it looks. Pow! And there is quite a lot of your precision does rely on knowing where Faith's feet are. So, field of view... Wrong button. Field of view is important in this game, and training with a field of view is kind of important because you sort of... Again, you gotta know where her feet are if you want to get good jumps. You also need to have... Wait a shotgun cocking second. Oh, wee! I can take some damage for that. I like to find as many places as physically possible where I don't have to climb up a wall, because that is one of the slowest, most boring bits of this entire video game. Okay, I set this thing to hard mode. Why am I still seeing red? You know, anytime I hear the phrase, I'm seeing red, I think of that freaking Cartoon Network thing. They used to play it all the freaking time, but it was this Powerpuff Girls Mojo Jojo song called Go Monkey Go. And I always think of, I sing red, it's all I got, hey, ready to go. Oh, shit. Hang on. Drinking my gamer fuel. Otherwise known as Sprite. Whoops. That was the second and only time I will ever be pulling up that objective screen, because I know what to do. For the longest time, I legitimately thought this ran on the same engine as Battlefield Bad Company, because they both look kind of grainy and similar, and well, this game looks a little bit, a bit like poo, and Bad Company really does not. In fact, I'm a really, really big idiot. What I should have done is plug in my capture card, because I got my Xbox One back from my sister, because I sure as hell didn't want it. What I should have done is plug in my capture card and play Battlefield Bad Company 1 for the first time in... like a decade. I've not played that game since... maybe 2011. Maybe. I can't even imagine. When was the last time I played that? It's not like Steam. I can't just look at the system clock and it's not just gonna tell me. Well, while you're down there, alright. Jump kick, slide kick, and that's your combat tutorial. I want to skip this, but, you know, why not? Boop. Man, fuck that window in particular.
Remember what I taught you, Faith. Isolate them. Fight them one at a time if you gotta fight.
It looks like an intestine. Okay. I don't... Okay. Da-da-ba! Okay. When the weapon turns red. Yeah, well, that don't happen. Slow motion. Alright. Even when I'm not sick, I still got the sniffles. Do I need reaction time? Yes. Okay. How the hell did I... Okay, I don't remember how to enter reaction time. That's, Oh, R. So the weapon is turning red, at least for this tutorial. I was just pushing freaking button way too early.
Okay, that's enough training, ladies. Gotta get to the real thing. I'm sure you got a job for yourself, so check in with them. Faith, let me know when you're ready to get going.
See you later, Faith.
It's alright. Had to blow my schnoz. I'm not entirely certain if my microphone muted or not, so that's embarrassing. But anyway, I think Drake was I think he was a character in Catalyst. I only played Catalyst once. In the 2 years since I last played Mirror's Edge, I played Catalyst. Or maybe I played Catalyst in 2018, I forget. I may have played Catalyst right before the very last stream that I did. I don't know. I don't recall Catalyst that much. I just remember there being a lot of things that I liked. The movement, the actual controls were phenomenal. The visuals were stunning. But it wasn't as clean. It wasn't as simple. And it took itself way more seriously than this one did. And some people would say this game took itself too seriously. Now my phone's going off because it's a prick. Well, here we go. In an hour and a half, we'll see the credits roll. Yep, no red. Okay. So, this is legit my first time even touching this game. In 2 years. And I immediately forgot how to play it. Alright. Oh. That was actually better than usual. And fuck that box in particular. I don't remember there being a lot of physics objects and things on the consoles. So if I'm failing my rolls or just flat out forget where to roll, then, you know, feel free to yell at me. Ah, News Chopper can't see shit. Do I want to get all the bags? One of these days I need to do a bag run. You know, I'm gonna change the title of the stream. Hang on. Here's what we're gonna do. Mirror's Edge. Hard mode plus all runner bag. I'm actually gonna look for all the runner bags this time, so ha! Let's just change my modus operandi and it crashed. You know those games that you love, but are just made with so much love and care that you just sort of watch them flop around on the ground and crash on you every 5 seconds? Well, that's Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge.exe and process tree. Because this game, I read in the comments of a video, I think it was in some sort of review, that Mirror's Edge was originally just a project from EA's art department, or maybe it was DICE, but it was basically just this project from the art department that they were just basically making a game for the sake of the art, and then EA threw a very small budget at them, and they basically just gave them a budget. It's like, have fun. Oh! Okay. Well, whatever. So the entire reason this game is kind of janky and legitimately not the best around, maybe not the best programmed and everything, is because it wasn't even meant to see public consumption. It's supposed to be an art project.
You're taking your sweet old time, Celeste's getting pissed. She's almost at the comms tower, and you ain't. Keep moving.
So,
Give her the bag. Cell will take it from there.
there's one more son of a bitch. Well, now's as good a time as any to practice my advanced techniques. I think this was something I was testing for a while, was seeing if I could cut time off by getting on those boxes and then doing something. Okay, we're gonna try that. So we're gonna get up there, gonna completely balls it up. Because I hate jumping on that pipe down there and having to climb up. My brain says that ain't happening. So I'm gonna listen to my brain for once and completely fail to do that little transition there. Step on the curb to give myself maximum overdrive. Pow. Now the reason I got to thinking about the runner bag is I was thinking about doing that before, and well, that's basically it. I was thinking about doing it before. What you want? What you want from me? I know where one of them is, other than. Whoop. There's one up there. Like I said, I know where some of them are. Well, oh, that worked. Didn't work well, but it worked. Okay. Sure, grab that. I don't care. Woohoo! Shot in the tits, and now you're dead. Hang on, I'm gonna sidestep for a bit. Because I had a drink in my hand. And I balls that up. Okay. Hard mode ain't so hard. You just gotta avoid the bullets. As far as other runner bags go, I really have no idea. There's only so many places they could be on the first level, at least. Because the first one is required. Well, the other ones aren't. Although, I seem to recall there was one away. Boop. Oh, wait. Huh, derp. I just do that. Oh, yeah, there's one around here. Oh, there it is. I saw it. I want to get rid of the problem first.
You ready, Tom? I can see face now.
Where you at? Come here, pretty. Ew. I'm glad Faith doesn't have the freaking hitbox of a refrigerator, otherwise she wouldn't be able to fit in there. Tell that to... Whoop. That was a screw up. Tell that to Marcus Phoenix. It's like, dude, fit in that gap. Just fit in the gap. And then he's like, I can't because my meat chunks are too big.
Come on, Faith. CPF on your tail. Hey, show me the bag. Okay, I got it right here.
One of the reasons why I kind of want to get the runner bags is I played this game so freaking much, and yet I don't think I've ever fully explored the areas because I've not cared. But I kind of want to. That was not the fastest way to get over that, and neither is this. I'm going to do it anyway. Yes! Okay. If they could get to the edge quickly, they could just gun me down. Unless they are under strict orders not to gun down Le Chopper.
This is meant to be a low-key job. Why the hell were they shooting? What did you think of it?
Nothing. They just don't.
It's the Hell Valley Sky Trees.
I'll ask around. Get your ass back to base, Dave.
You know, this game would look absolutely stunning. Like, beyond stunning with ray tracing. I wonder if that will ever happen. Because they say it's like, okay, what was it? Gran Turismo 1 is getting a ray tracing treatment on the PS5. And they say it looks like a modern game, and I don't really doubt that, because lighting is half of the visuals. Like, you look at Grand Theft Auto 4, which I played on console recently, and it looks like dick. But you go on PC, put in an EMB mod that fixes the color temperature, and it looks phenomenal. It's this weird thing. What people don't realize is just how good lighting can save bad visuals. See also Metal Gear Solid 2, which has some of the best art, just the best art direction I've ever seen, but they also mixed, you know, pre-baked and some dynamic lighting to create these absolutely fantastic environments on a PS2.
Merc,
You off?
just get on comms and track me.
I get that I'm not a particularly popular streamer, but usually by now somebody will stop in and then leave. I'm starting to think this might not be public. Is this public? Yeah. Okay. No, I don't want to stream, or I don't want to. What's wrong with you? I don't know if people could still hear me or not, because the thing just completely... It's stupid. Oh gosh. That makes me look like an idiot. Okay, I don't want to even talk about what I just did. Oh my gosh, that was such a stupid roundabout way of doing this. You can apparently, I could start like 2 different streams at once. How does that work? Anyway. Oh. Well, you know, when you alt-tab out of Mirror's Edge, you know what they say, alt-tab out of Mirror's Edge, well, you're alt-tabbing out of life. Because it will crash every single time. Every bloody time. God damn it. I did it in that order so that wouldn't happen. You are so lucky that I love this intro, otherwise I would cut it out. Or the splash screens, company logos, however you want to put it. Alright. Can I put this in windowed mode, or do I need to be somewhere else to do that? Video. Well, that's fun. There is no window mode. This is an Unreal Engine 3 game. It's one of the earliest, the absolute earliest to use NVIDIA physics, and yet it doesn't have bloody Windows support. It's running on Windows. Why don't you let me use Windows? Every Australian ever is just like, I feel a disturbance in the Americas trying to imitate our accent. Whee! I miss Visi Papier. There was a very bizarre moment of realization I had yesterday, of all things. BeamNG, or at least the developers, I don't know what they're called. BeamNG released the Charrière Vivace, their new little hot hatchback. The interior of it, the way that's laid out and everything, it's supposed to be a French hatchback, specifically French. But the way that's laid out, and then specifically the navigation, the sat-nav, I was looking at it, it's like, man, this looks like something out of freaking Watch Dogs. And then it occurred to me, Watch Dogs is an Ubisoft game. What is Ubisoft, if not very, very French?
Robert Pope, friend of Dad's?
Shit, that Pope.
He called me. We hadn't talked much since I joined up. He had a break-in last week. He's still a campaigner. Don't you read the news?
It's not news anymore. It's advertising.
Still my favorite line in the entire game, and one of my favorite in all of everything.
What I thought. But it was odd. He told me about the break-in, asked me to come, then asked after you.
Really? I haven't seen him for at least 10 years.
Anyway, he was alive when I got here. Just sitting at his desk, writing. Everything went black.
R.
Came to,
Oh.
shot. And I'm pretty sure it was my gun. There was a book on the desk, a diary.
I mean, they animated a screensaver, but you're never around there long enough to see it.
My radio in the car. I didn't have time to phone it in.
Come on, come with me. I'll take you somewhere safe.
This isn't the time to run. I'm not like you. Running will just make me look guilty.
You think this was an accident, Kate? There are no accidents in this city. Someone wanted him dead and wanted you to take the fall.
Help me, Effie, please. You've got contacts. There's gotta be more to this. Something he knew. Something he wanted to tell me.
I can't get involved in this, Kate. You know what I do. I just can't.
Blue's incoming, Faith. You might want to be outgoing right about now.
I'll see what I can do.
I was just thinking, like, I'm trying to watch the cutscenes, but there's a thing with
Take anything you find to him.
the way that the lighting works in this game. You can tell that it's a bit aged.
And Faith,
EA, I don't know why EA decided to reboot it. Catalyst could have been a continuation. Kate could have been another character. Like, maybe instead of playing as Faith, you're playing as Kate. Like, because Faith already knows how to do skill rolls and all this other stuff. Kate wouldn't really know how to do any of that. So, there's your tutorial. There's your tutorial. There's your skill tree. There's everything you need. And you wouldn't even have to reboot. You wouldn't have to reboot the story. You wouldn't have to do anything stupid. You would just need to make Kate the main character. So, yes, you would. Okay, Mirror's Edge is, you know, it's a free running game. I don't think it would be that big. Oh, well, I failed that. I don't think it would be a huge deal if Faith wasn't. Completely forgot how to play this game. I don't think it'd be a huge deal if Faith wasn't the main character. Especially not if it was a continuation and not if it was using her sister as the way to teach the players. Like, well, she don't know any of this stuff, so why should you? But she's probably seen her sister run and all this stuff, so, you know. Because they certainly seem to be in contact with each other, even if it's, you know, not constant. Because you know what I do. Said it herself. That's another thing. When you have, oh, I missed it! I missed the quickest route. Uh-oh. Oh. I was just waiting for it to say, Mirror's Edge has stopped working. Oh, no, it got itself. It came back to us. Came back from the deed. So, I mean, Catalyst could have been a good continuation, and they could have justified skill trees and everything else by just changing the character, but no. I like that it came out. I like that there was a sequel. I like that there was something new, and I now know that with more time and money, they could have made an excellent game. Like, it's one of the best controlling first-person games you're ever going to play. But this game will continue to be something remarkable and special because it is the simpler one. It's the more, I think, the more interesting one, the more playable one. I don't know. This is the game that I would recommend to people, whereas Catalyst, with the caveat that, yes, parts of it don't work as well as they used to, or parts of it don't seem as good as the fan base would put it, but, you know. This is a game that gets better the more you play it. Especially whenever you have effects like that. Whee! It's gonna get very hot in my room very soon, so I might not even finish this stream. If you want success on the internet, persistence is key. You also have to do stuff that you want to do, and while I do want to do this, this ain't the kind of content that I want to be known for. This is just kind of a little add-on, a little something for me to do. I mean, if I was under quarantine, this would be one thing. I'm not under quarantine. I have a job. Titties. Come on, hit me, Duke Nukem. Actually, he looks like Albert Wesker. Ah, and he looked like Baldy McBalderson. Oh, fannies! Hey, come here. Give me a kiss. With my knee! Okay. Oh. Oh, look at that texture. Alright. Oh, God! On tonight's episode of the only person ever to have died in the Centurion Plaza. I don't think I've ever seen that animation before. Cool. How do you do the same thing twice? Now, if I don't start kissing walls, I can at least not die here again. Krieg! Bada bing, bada, ide boom boom. City Pulse. Wasn't City Pulse the name of the technology, like the neural technology in Catalyst? After playing this, I might go back and play a little bit of Catalyst, because unless I uninstalled it. Because I don't remember what the hell.
Got somebody rattled, kiddo. I don't know what it is, but they're mighty jittery. Hey, Sal.
That's what happens when you drink coffee all day.
Take long to lose him?
Nah, those blues can't move for shit. They've gotten a little gun happy, though.
Wires are fizzing about Pope's murder. Blue traffic is up. Way up. Don't know what's got into them. Must be contract renewal time. Be careful out there, Sal.
So why all the heat?
Our girl's been lifting evidence from a crime scene. Now every cop in the city seems to be after her.
That the evidence you lifted?
Yeah, I think it's from a diary. Rest of it was gone. All I can make out are Icarus.
You know,
maybe.
to this day,
Icarus.
I always mention this when I stream and watch this cutscene and everything, but
Boy flew too close to the sun.
this game is the sole reason I know of the
No more wink.
Icarus story.
If anyone's heard anything, then you know who it'll be, Faith.
Yeah?
I know he ain't a runner anymore, but he's got contacts. You can't avoid him forever.
Wanna bet?
Who?
Jackknife.
The way she says that, it's like dun dun dun, when in reality it's like ha ha ha.
Drake's got a location on Jackknife. He's on some rooftops of the old runner training ground near the storm drain. Routes
Who was, if anybody, Drake
the canal to the Hamptons.
in Catalyst? Because that sounds very familiar in context, but I don't know. But what? Let's just ignore that. Now, this part I'm really concerned about because this game just randomly decides if the snipers are gonna kill you in this part. So I fully expect there to be no shortage of deaths here, because I get hit by the snipers so often here, and I think they kill you in 2 shots instead of 3 on hard mode. So this is going to be completely and utterly hilarious. They're shooting the ground at my feet. Oh. I knew it was either E or F. But F is like use scopes and stuff, so there you go. So I managed to do that the first time. I can't think off the top of my head where the next sort of screw you area is, if any. Oh, this is gonna be freaking hilarious. It didn't occur to me until, like, right now that, oh, this is chapter 2, Dave. You know, that chapter that you have endlessly ranted and raved and just completely pissed on? Yeah. This ought to be Uncle McFunmac. Not going there. Turn around. Yeah, it's bugged out more than once. See, it's actually flying away now. There was one instance where it really did bug out, and it just stayed in the sewer with me all day. Son of a bitch. So yeah, my strategy is pretty much the same so far. I don't see a need to change it. I was thinking that some of these bits, even this early on, I was probably going to have to... Uh-oh. I figured I was going to have to come up with some goofy new strategy in order to not tear my hair out. Now, one good strategy would be, you know, get curtains on my window so there's not such heavy glare that I can't see monkey butt in the sewers or dark areas. Now, I heard once, and I've said this before, this apparently is a hidden, a disguised loading screen. And if you pause it, the game will load, pause a speedrun timer, or the in-game speedrun timer, and allow you to just immediately move on. I've never gotten that to work, and I'm not running a speedrun timer, so I don't care. For a very brief moment, I got Ravenholm vibes, and I don't know why. Actually, talking of Half-Life, the whole Half-Life Alyx thing, I don't have a VR headset. I'm not going to get one until I get a new computer, which, you know, this one is more than fine for anything that I need it to do, but I built it in 2013, upgraded it in 2014, and all I did was change it from a 690 to a 980. It's not a 980 Ti or anything particularly fancy. But yeah. I think that's the consoles took the red off the weapons on hard mode. This one, they either shortened... What? They either shortened the time or... jank! But they either shorten the time or the PC version has the red still on the weapons because, yeah, that's a really stupid thing. Because disarming without reaction time on consoles is basically begging for death because it's limited to 30 frames per second. Disarming on PC is difficult even though you have double the frame rate. And hell, if you disable VSync, you can have even faster, but, you know, I don't have a G-Sync monitor, so I get severe screen tearing in this game. Pardon? I don't know what it is about commentating over games that gives me the big-time sniffles. Was it this line or the next one? Maybe it was between two. It's that one. A Garugi! Some Australians like, he's using our language again. Woo! And I almost just spilled my whole freaking Sprite on my keyboard. Release time 15 seconds. If you don't have a solid state drive. which I'm actually not using at the moment, so haha. Dang. Let's see, dead end or progression? And she didn't even grab for it. It's just whee! That one. No, you stupid bitch. You fucking fanny. That way. Like I said, I mean, this game is not particularly airtight. Oh! I forgot what I was doing somehow. Why didn't it do the checkpoint after the valve was turned? There's no threat other than gravity and yourself. At least not here. Vault. Turn around. Stop. Double take 3 times. 1, 2. And pelvic thrust. You ever have that moment where your brain says, hey Dave, remember something? And the other part of your brain is like, no. And then you just do something. Dave, take this seriously. Well, F it. Ain't nobody watching. Ain't nobody judging. I'm just doing this because I feel like it. Every time I turn around quickly like that, there really is a moment where I almost hurl because of the field of view. It's low. What's weird is I actually had an INI file or something that would adjust the field of view. Like I just use the numpad and it'd just be like press 0 for 100, press 1 for 90. Because I think this game is technically at 90 degrees. But, you know, 90 is low for me. Because I am highly susceptible to motion sickness. Yo, couch. Hang on. Time out. Time out again. Hang on. New plan. I'm gonna time you out. Or, okay. Point blank in the sight. Shotgun in the side of the head. Point blank range. Yeah. Not a lot of people would survive that. You can't hit me, neener. Whoa! Someone gone skeet shooting. Oh! Well, that's 2 deaths. 3 death rule is full effect right now. Die 3 times, then everyone dies. Whoa! I also completely forgot to check for runner bags in the previous level. So, what? Wow. That was interesting. But they just turn around and start shooting. You don't know if anybody is even on that. Poop. Close range. That works. That works. Really don't know why she can't run. while holding a shotgun. Like, shotguns can be a bit heavy, but they're not like, they're not that bad. And I'd go so far as to say the AK is heavier than most shotguns, and I don't have that big a problem.
God knows who he's working for now.
Didn't even have to use my AK. Today was a good day. Alright. You! I make baby noises when I get frustrated. I'm single. Oh gosh, it has been long enough to where I just do not remember the nuances of this game. No. I did remember, don't tuck yourself up there. Can't do much about that or that. Could probably wall run off the AC unit, but whatever. Woo! That was almost cool. That, however, made me look really dumb. Apartment buildings. It's like the one I live in, except it's not. Okay. Watch your language, Faith. We don't say words like fuck or cunt. I love that elevator. Well, the elevator track, at least. And failure. Failure in the first degree. You twatty cake. Is there a runner bag around here? Yeah. Alright, and... Oh, I was expecting to die there because that would have been hilarious. Okay. Forgot what my strategy was other than just hold. Hold right. Aye. And let's see. That was a really weird noise that came into my freaking right ear. It sounded like the freaking Grudge. Or maybe it's just my imagination. I thought I heard like a noise or something. What the hell? When did this become Fatal Frame 3? It's one of those projects that I started, but I couldn't finish. I don't know what it is about Fatal Frame 3. Either it's so scary that I want to quit, or I just can't get into it. Just, ooh, the amount of retreading you do in that game is completely insane.
Pope was a wrestling fan. He even employed an ex-wrestler to handle his security. Travis Burfield used to go by the name of Ropeburn.
Is this going somewhere?
Ropeburn? Well, he's really just a thug who got lucky. And sometimes people are too ignorant to see their place. Always want to swim in the big pond. Never see the bigger fish. If I were you, I'd start with that glorified slab of meat. Happy hunting, Faithy.
Listen, I don't know about going to Ropeburn straight away.
I'm not. I'm gonna see Miller.
Oh, Faith, what are you doing? You gonna tell him about Jackknife?
Not yet. He's still a cop. No matter what Kate says.
You see him?
Yeah. He's heading for his car. Lieutenant Miller? I'm Faith. sister?
She never mentioned a sister.
Yeah, well, we're not the mentioning kind. She told me to find you if things went bad.
She's been arrested. And you wouldn't be the suspect seen fleeing from the crime scene, would you?
They gave his gun a very flat, singular rear sight
I know what you are.
and no front sight at all.
I know Kate wouldn't be capable of something like this. But my captain's asking some difficult questions.
Capable of doing what? Killing somebody or murdering somebody?
It's mentioned on this. It was in Pope's hand. I think it's from his diary.
You took evidence.
Kate's the only family I have, Lieutenant. And blues in jail don't last long. She goes down for this, it's a death sentence.
I won't stop you. I owe that much to Kate. But there are plenty of people who'll try. And I can't stop them either. You better learn how to run.
Running is what I do best.
I'm like Batman, except I'm not Batman. Or Batgirl. Or Bat. You know what rhymes with Bat? Hat. I want to play Hat in Time.
International shipping near the Riding Park subway. Should be a sign on top of the building. It'll help guide you. Look, I saw Ropeburn wrestle once. Broke some poor bastard's arm, then headbutted the ref. So if this Ropeburn really is mixed up with Pope's murder and Kate's setup, then he sure won't be a talker. He'll be a fighter.
It's like warbly bits in the sky. So yeah. I'm gonna take... I don't even know if I'd call it a short break. Because this is basically a go nowhere, do nothing. So yeah. I wish this went somewhere, but it didn't, so never mind. I'm going to play some Hat in Time. And I'm going to enjoy it, because it has been a little while. Last time I played it was in January. Last time I played a game was in January, therefore it's been a long time in early April. When it's a Hat in Time, yeah, it has been a while. But maybe I should hold off. Maybe I should savor the distance and come back later in the year and really enjoy it. Or I could just play it now. Yeah. Could stream it. Anyway. What I'll do is take a very short break. Get Hat in Time working, and then we'll see. I think I'll stream it. I won't have any expectations, but I'll go ahead and stream it. Alright, that's fun. And the music's kind of close to being done, but I don't care. Let's, get out. Okay. Now, in a bizarre twist, A Hat in Time is a far more resource-intensive game than Mirror's Edge. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that this game is not as well optimized. It's gotten better. Like, it runs better than it ever did, but, you know. Indie game. The movie, the game. I really wanted to rake in them views, I'd have like a frickin' ah. Well, about to say, I can't see anything. Okay. Frostburn Cliffs. Oh yeah, the challenge roads. I was doing those for a while. Also, I'm fully aware you can't see anything. I can't really see anything either. VSync on or off? I'll keep VSync on. For one thing, OBS will actually read it, even though it's in borderless, which is quite nifty. The field, turn that up to, I will leave it at standard, I don't care that much. No motion blur, because that causes artifacting, like lens flares, anti-aliasing. None. I'm one of those freaks who prefers his games without anti-aliasing. Let's see. Although I am getting... Wasn't getting the best frame rate there for some reason. Max frame rate 160. Well, let's just run wild and free, because I think that's what I was doing anyway. Assist mode with one-hit hero only. That'd be hilarious. Alrighty. Let's get the... Can't just some of these you can't disable. Like, I think... Oh, that's a badge. You get that immediately, I think. Which is cool. more badge slots. That is imperative because some of these things, I only use this to get to keep the hook shot equipped at all times. So I'm going to be playing this game pretty much normally, just with one extra badge. Also, Crimson Demon hat. Diab. Color question mark. That was a failed project that I was trying to do. Oh, wait, I actually do need to enable that. Okay. This cannot be disabled, but I suppose it's probably just equipable from the onset. Hover badge EX. Well, I don't have a hover. I don't. No, not my original file. Woo-hoo. What was that? That's when I was recording, and I still haven't fully uploaded it. I don't even know what that was. One of these days I might play it as Bo Kid, except for the fact that I refuse because Hat Kid is my queen. She is Queen of Smug. What? Alright, you can't see it, but I got a very bizarre reply from a comment I made on YouTube. I think. Don't crash, game. If this crashes, then I'm just gonna blame Unreal Engine 3. Wop wop. Well then. I turned on a different capture setting to show that. Oh, today is going so well. Oh gosh. If one more thing goes wrong and nobody shows up, says hello, then I am going to just play this by myself because it is getting rather warm in my room. That's annoying. I ain't got the titties to make it as a stream, thought. I used to have dim titties, but then I lost weight. And here it goes, desyncing me from the window. And there it is. Come on, OBS. I mean, some loading screens are worth dying for. This is one of them. You know, I do find it kind of cool that you could just turn this up to stupid. I'm gonna Alt-Tab again. Hopefully it doesn't completely shit the bed. Okay, so now the audio levels are more or less where I want them to be, but I'm going to turn it down. Because it's better to have the game be a little too quiet than for it to be way too loud. Which has been a mistake I've made about 400,000 times. Okay. Should only be 2. Well, that makes sense. I have a bow hat. What's with the texture on that? Is an anisotropic kind of fucked up? Always have to It's at 16. I wonder if I can force like 32 times filtering through like the NVIDIA panel. That would be a really interesting way of completely ruining your frame rate. Boo!
Good morning, and welcome to yet another day of space adventure. You are only 5 light years away from your destination.
You know, I could be wrong. It almost looked like she was wearing a nightgown when she just fired out of from underneath the comforters. And I wonder if I can remember off the top of my head what some of the changes were. Wait, what? Oh, it's a ball. It's like, what? Ah! That's new. I don't remember that being a thing. I do not remember the Snatcher Ball, and I have played at least the intro to this game so many freaking times. I don't think my health is up yet. I mean, I legitimately can't tell if I have my health yet, because I don't know if the one-hit hero thing is working or not. Skip, 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 skippity boop bop skip. Yeah, okay. I was just checking to see if I... Whoops. I was just seeing if I had my, the game and everything set up correctly. Ah! Intruder! Interesting. And I think I'm being invaded by cotton balls. Oh, OBS isn't up. I'll get this eventually. Okay. Boop. Alright. Let's actually play the Vigi game.
What is this? Flying boat? All boats need to pay toll in Mafia Town. Even in space. Mafia come in to collect.
Again, I point out that that handle does have modulation. Yeah, I don't think that's the right word. But in the final cutscene, they do have that handle turn to have the door open, but it doesn't happen in the first cutscene. It's like, why? What are you people doing? Doing a whole lot more than I am. That's new. That's right. That was new. She used to just go, and I have the video evidence to prove it. And now, and I don't remember that even being a noise. So they got Afia Yu, the voice of Hat Kid, to come back and voice that line. All I can legitimately think of is she came back in to do voice lines. They paid her to come in and do voice lines, and that just made that change. So my guess would be that we're probably going to be seeing some Hat in Time DLC soon. Or if all is good and pure in this world, we'll see Hat Kid in Smash Brothers. And you know, since she's already doing lines for Smash Brothers, maybe why don't we have ourselves a little bit of time in as well? Maybe use some of the voice lines. But you know how I would buy Smash Ultimate yesterday if Hat Kid became a playable character. Like, no matter, it doesn't matter if she's like F tier or S tier or whatever the tiers are. You know, I don't play Smash Brothers. And I would learn and I would master Hat Kid versus the world. Okay. Because her moveset is perfect for Smash Brothers. And I do legit mean perfect. Yeah. We'll go ahead and have ourselves a little fun time over here. Ignore that guy. Because it's 50 pawns to get the magnet badge, which just makes things easier. Okay. I mean, we could go ahead and unlock a vault early and ignore Mustache Girl entirely. Won't be doing that. We gotta have ourselves an antagonist, otherwise there is no story. Which is hilarious because this game barely has a story to begin with. You know, it's a simple bedroom story, basically. And by that I mean the kind of game that kids would play in their bedroom. Oh. About to say, I have no idea. See, I'll tell you, there's a thing about this game, at least. It makes me think that if there was a sequel, they could borrow a little bit from Gex, because in something like Mafia Town, in something like Mafia Town, you got let's see, you could do this. Or just make it so she always has her top hat, but just have it be different colors. Because it's kind of the iconic bit of the game is the top hat. So, I mean, it literally is the hat. So, it's the hat from A Hat in Time. Ah, that's a proper weapon wheel thing. Animal Crossing New Horizons seriously needed something that quick. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my Animal Crossing, but my gosh, that freaking tool wheel is cumbersome. You know, it has occurred to me that I have no idea where I'm going or why I came over here or why I just kicked that guy into the sharks. We're gonna keep doing it anyway. Also, I would really like to know why that little animation plays all the time when if you turn off skippable cutscenes, or if you turn off the skippable cutscenes, then it will just have her snap her fingers. Like, hey, here's a... Speeds things up a little, don't it? Okay, let's go talk to the badge seller. Get ourselves a magnet badge. Oh, well, we're back at the start again. Okay. Now remember, take one hit and we're dead. So I can't do any, or I can't do some of the, I can't do some of the more fun stuff like play patty cake. The pawn counter has a background now. Like they do make they make small adjustments. So they're still supporting. They are still supporting this game, which I think is really cool. That's probably enough to stitch the brewing hat. Shazam! Which we can use in a moment. See if I can remember what everything is. It's only through hours and hours and hours of practice that I even know how to get around Mafia Town, because this place is just a mess. One of the reasons why I did not get into the game initially, like, there was a point in time when I did not really care for a Hat in Time, and a lot of that just had to do with the fact that Mafia Town is very difficult to get around. Reminds me of Mario Sunshine, yes, but Mario Sunshine is one of the weaker Mario games, at least in my opinion. I know some people think it's like the pinnacle. But my brain is like, well, they kind of got it right with Mario 64, goofed it in Sunshine, came back with Galaxy, and then just kind of... They showed their skills with Odyssey. I didn't really care for it. How'd you get that rope to do that?
Hey you! Down there! Don't think I didn't see you stalking me!
Well, I'm hardly subtle.
Kids should stick together, not stalk one another. I mean, Mafia Town can be a really dangerous place. So,
Oops.
by the way, do you have anything to do with the junk falling from the sky? Yeah? Yikes! Looks like you've got a lot of cleaning up to do, huh? Tell you what, come up here and I can show you where some of your junk landed.
Sure thing. The rather lovely Eileen Montgomery voicing Mustache Girl. Boop. That's a little odd thing. I mean, at least I think it's odd detail. They call Hat Kid and call Mustache Girl Mustache Girl. They're both girls. But then again, my brain is telling me that at some point in the past, now don't quote me on this, but I think at some point in the past that they wanted Hat Kid to be like you could pick if you wanted a boy or a girl character. But I don't, maybe not. I think she, I don't know why that happens. Does it just cancel out the shadow? I don't, well, whatever. But, you know, don't quote me on that, because while my brain says that might have been a thing, I'm probably just internally making shit up. Okay. Okay, oh. Because I'll give Mafia Town credit. It's very dense. Like, there is an absolute metric ton of, like, unique locations and assets and everything else. So it's visually impressive. And this entire game has a lot of integrity to its like art and its presentation, because it's may not be the best looking game around, but you know, it looks like a Hat in Time. It doesn't really look like Mario, doesn't really look like I'm going to be doing this anytime soon. Wow, dude, put at the start? That's crazy. Which makes me wonder, just how far can I... Thank you. Yeah, well, at least that's still open. Can't get that, even though there is a use for it. Guess we'll get that token at a later date. The one that just died trying to get. He says as he immediately is just heading in that direction because, yeah, we're gonna do that again. You think death is going to stop me? Death couldn't stop me if he tried. I kicked death in the butt. There we go. I think I was using the sprint hat the first time, and sprint hat, so it's like you run faster, but you can't jump as far. They did a little bit of balancing there. Okay. I need to get to the crane. Of course, no real reason. Oh, different crane. Ah. And I was correct.
Hey,
Huh? That was, oh. Okay. Non-essential cutscene, therefore I skip it.
follow me, Rebel Squad.
Ah! Hello. I can outrun you any day.
Hey, I think one of your junk pieces fell and smashed right into the market's fountain. Messed it up real good. When going over there, just avoid making eye contact with the Mafia and you'll be fine. Good luck, fellow rebel. See ya!
'Cause I don't know. I know I ramble. I know I sort of just talk a lot of nonsense, but this game it's fun to look at just as you go, because it's, by all accounts, like you play these levels here, and your impression is going to be, oh, this is an indie game. There's not a whole lot of character emoting and stuff like that. Hat Kid's pretty expressive, but that's because she's Hat Kid. Whereas characters like Mustache Girl are just they don't really emote too much. So then you get to stuff like Yakuza Metro, where it is ridiculously emotive. Like, everything is so animated and so lively, and the texture quality was bumped up and everything. It doesn't even look like an indie game anymore. It looks like a game with a serious budget, and or a platformer with a heck of a budget. And that's kind of what it was when they were making Yakuza Metro. So I just find it at least funny to me that you come back and play these earlier stages, it still plays incredibly well. It's the game that you know, and it's the game that you love. But then you just look at sort of what they were doing later, and it doesn't even compare. Oh. I don't even have a parasol yet. Oi!
No one allowed into cave.
Well, that didn't work. There's just a lot of little animations and stuff. Like, there's... Hell. I mean, there's games that you like. There's games that you really like and enjoy and all that, but then there's games that you love, and this is a game that I absolutely adore. Like, I have no regrets playing this game, and no regrets playing it multiple times. I've played it on PC and the Switch multiple times, and yeah. Such a good game. Of course, exploring these giant freaking levels is tiring, because I've done this exploration thing so many bloody times. Like, I know where to go, but I've done this more times than I've explored Subcon. And there's not really a whole lot of exploration to do in the other levels, except for maybe Yakuza and the cruise ship. But I get off the cruise ship as soon as I can, and Yakuza Metro I've only played twice. It's phenomenal. Last time I played it, it was just like, why don't I play this more? Now, the relics are going to worry me a little bit. Although the relics only unlock the time rifts. I don't need that. I don't want to do time rifts. Essential levels only. What's this down here? Well, a relic. Okay, well. So if we go beat up some mafias that are traumatizing Professor Egad looking dudes. And then there's one in the plaza by where we get the parasol. You know, if you say parasol correctly, it sounds like the character from Skullgirls. Parasol. Ah, I missed the vault. Bada bing! If they change that goofy look that she gets on her face, I riot. Ah, there it is! What? It ended on the right note, too. Alright, let's go blow up that thing. Wow, that's blurry. Alright. See, now he's standing there. I don't know why he's not standing there before, but there's something about his life savings being in that vault, which is open for the world to see. I want to blow him up. It's a congregation? What? Now that's a combo. And I could have died at any moment. So, maybe I should not do stuff like that? Bum, bum, bum. I don't recognize that fish table either. Like, okay. There's a remarkable amount of stuff. Like, I think they've added stuff in. Like, they're putting more detail in. Either that or that's like a hint or something. Hey, here's some props that we're going to be using in our next DLC, whatever that is. And I'll tell you what, Bobby. I would love to see a Mustache Girl themed DLC, something that would kind of flesh her out as a character. Because I think she's a good villain if you understand where she's coming from. She's a good antagonist, but she just doesn't have the screen time. Now, granted, that could just be me projecting a little bit, because, you know, when I first played it, I didn't think she was particularly brilliant. Serviceable, but just not brilliant. But, I think, you know, if you know her backstory and understand a bit more on her character, I'm not gonna get Goomba'd. Michael Jackson.
Hey, child, shoo! Mafia can't have child witness when Mafia teaching lesson. Oh, this awkward for Mafia. Mafia not sure what to do. Boss, what do we do with eyewitness? Teach her lesson, boys.
You all sound the same.
Papa Mafia. Why, you little... I'm gonna take you down. No child will be in the way of Mafia. Enough! Mafia won't bow to little girl. Prepare to feel Mafia's wrath.
As long as I don't have to feel your butt. This is gonna be hilarious because
Stand still.
they changed that. I watched a speed run where in the past it would,
This barrel.
the barrels would bounce off the lower, what do you want to call it, the lower shelf, and all you had to do was stand in place and nothing would ever hit you.
Do not think about avoiding barrels.
Oh, I'm thinking. Risk! I don't even know. Oh,
Take care of this Mafia style. Prepare to feel what Mafia do to old ladies.
I pushed like 40 different buttons. That was interesting. That guy in the background, he's like, I don't have a care in the world, cause I only have customer of myself. Yeah, whatever that means. Anyway. Eat it! That was a hell of a fart. Bum bum bum.
Psh, can you believe them? What a bunch of losers. Hey, you're all right, new kid. Do you have a name?
Probably.
No? You shy? That's cool. You're a less talk, more fighting kind of girl, I take it. That thing you grabbed there. Are you collecting them? Because I know where there's more of them. They've been raining from the sky ever since you arrived. I've seen the goons bring them to their headquarters way up there. We should go up there and get your junk. It'll be fun. I'll take any opportunity that involves messing up the Mafia. You with me, buddy?
I seem to recall there being at least one cutscene where you could, there's like a bizarre, not a glitch, but like you could really rotate the camera or emote or something. I can't remember where it is though. Uh-oh. What the? Hang on. There seems to be several other hat kids. I don't know if anyone can see this, but I don't care. Because this is the natural state of the kid with the hat. And she's on a Roombi.
Are you ready to Go over the plan. All assaults need a good plan, or it'll be a flop.
Is it me, or did they change that illustration?
Strangle them, choke them, and watch them beg for mercy. That'll show them. No, wait. Strangling is too kind. We smash them together into mush and put their remains in a jar.
If there's any changes I'm scared is if they ever change the mush and jar. That's like that is so gruesome. I don't want it to change.
Then we sell the jar for pocket money. That'll be the ultimate salt in the wound. But first we have to make it through their Mafia HQ. Once we find and dethrone the Mafia boss, the rest will follow. Then our mush and jar party will be no problem. We've got to get you geared up. Your hat is basic, and we don't do basic in this scan.
Good to know.
Yarn can be found around Mafia Town and used to stitch new hats if you're crafty. I've collected one for you.
And I can guarantee you, I've gotten a whole heck of a lot more than that.
You need more yarn for some hats than others. I guess being creative isn't free, so keep an eye out for yarn. Now you're a killing machine. Let's go get them.
I've already stitched all the hats I can, so all you are is in my way. Up, dickhead. Someone at Gears for breakfast bought a squeaky toy just to get that sound file. And most likely spent an inordinate amount of time at PetSmart getting one. It's like, oh, this one's a little too loud, this one's a little too quiet, this one's too high-pitched. Hurry up, monkey butt. Woohoo! The frame rate took a poop there. Alrighty. So, don't need the camera badge. Camera badge is fun. Actually, no. You know, don't need the camera badge, but I do want it. Also, what the pants? I'm shocked that I always manage to find that relic, because I never consciously look for it. Just in case. Okay. Da-ba-da. Okay. Oh. Monkey book. Oh. I accidentally started the mission. With how limited the dress code is, I'm not surprising this place is boarded up. Whoa! You can actually walk in. I did not know that. Oh, hell. Okay, you know, as speaking as somebody who wants to get into game development and stuff like that, I really wonder how levels and games like this are built, because you have to sort of have a general idea, but I don't know, just when do you think to add stuff like this? It's like, okay, get the platforming down, get the feel of the game, get the mechanics, but it's like, when do you say to people, okay, let's make a rain effect, let's have Hat Kid fall into a puddle of mud and then have a different animation? When does that happen? Sure.
What the? Huh? It's Slimy's alien. Mafia suspicious.
He's the only different sounding Mafia. And he spent every moment of his screen time hamming it up. Now, in a speed run, I saw somebody manage to get up there from the pipes. Well, I guess it is possible. It would have really helped when I was doing the death wishes. Come on, fool.
Leave Mafia alone, you monster!
They did not set a flag to have him face Hat Kid. This game sucks. All right. He lied. Whoa! And he's just having a great old time. Anyway. Now, I saw a speed run in which somebody managed to do cheating the race, which is like the last act in this entire level or chapter or whatever. But they did cheating the race without the time stop hat. That's the weird thing. I don't know if I could ever pull that off, but it's possible.
You took your time. Help me out here. Get these brutes off my case and we can go inside.
Okay. Hit him in the butt, hit him in the butt, hit him in the weenie.
Good job, kid.
Oh, I know it's a good time, good time? Good job. I'm gonna come back here and get this token. I'm gonna ignore the snatcher coin on top of the roof because I can't get it because I'm not looking for snatcher coins yet. Or ever. See, if they did get more voice recordings, my brain says they would, and if it was like Mustache Girl related, they would have gotten her in to do voice lines for when they're walking into the place, to the HQ. Because it's very clear that she's supposed to say, it's showtime. But she just doesn't. Because there ain't no voices. Get through the door. Okay. I'm gonna have a little sit down.
Mafia not know what child drink.
Orange juice.
Whatever problem is, Mafia sure you can deal with it. You look like tenacious type, not leave problem alone. Other little girl run into kitchen. If you, she look like
Oops.
unruly type. Keep eye on her.
Alrighty. Badjapin. Well, this is a tough one. I want to get the useful one or the less than useful one. Okay. Show. You derp. All right. Can't see the rats, but there's rats around here somewhere. And I don't care about cooking cat, so let's just go. Up. On a good day, I can just throw that and... Okay, apparently that auto shuts once you're done. Wonder why. That's not the only time I've thought that I was about to get stuck in there. Okay. Now I think this over here is just a... Ow. I think this over here is just a token, but it might be a yarn. It's an yarn. Have you ever headbutted a fish? I just did. That's new. I don't remember her reacting to the cold. Cool. But they really do. They occasionally just add new stuff to the game. But I wonder if the Switch has gotten some of these updates, or if it's like a slightly older version. 'Cause I think the Switch has Yakuza Metro as well. Or it got Yakuza Metro. It didn't ship with it. I mean, because I ordered it on the Switch, I was able to get the freaking Arctic Cruise and seal the deal, but I didn't get the Yakuza Metro because I don't think it was available for purchase.
Hourglasses. You must be very lost, kid with the hat. You're in the heart of our town, standing before the most powerful man you will ever witness. Everything you've ever owned belongs to me now, including this hourglass piece. If you want it, we'll have to settle it in true mafia style. Lights, action! It is showtime!
His voice sounds so familiar, but I don't know why. Woo! Threw that the wrong way. Now the heart pawns are not going to help me. Concentrate. Concentrate. Look out for...
I've got your friend captured.
Yeah, and you got me dead on the float. Yeah, that didn't work. No double jump. Ah! Are you serious? We seem to both be at roughly the same stage in the fight. What the... I'm guessing that's what she was actually wearing. Judging by the fact that they're dying like immediately, this is they're doing a one-hit hero only thing as well. That's kind of fun. Solidarity and suffering, I suppose. I think I actually kind of understand the point of that. We have a slightly blurry like Blood Moon Hat Kid just in front of the screen. I think it's called Blood Moon. Could be Runge about that. Okay, now I'm just getting confused as to which Hat Kid I am. This is not good. Okay, at this stage, if I mess this up, I'm actually gonna be really mad. Because the Mafia, the Don is not my favorite boss fight by a long shot. Woohoo! I thought he was doing something else. Now, then and there, he basically turned into mush. But you only see it in purple, though. Those little swirly designs on the timepiece is just like, yeah, this used to kind of look like the Wind Waker. Nerds. Says Eileen Montgomery, who is a massive nerd. Pardon?
Wait, huh?
Oh no, I have ambient occlusion now.
Whoa, what? Did you know about this?
Yes, they're mine. If I got punched in the face by the Mafia, I'd be dead.
Beat up the Mafia, travel back in time, and then beat him up again. No, wait. We can make it so the Mafia never arrived on the island. Wait. Even better. We could be crime-fighting time travelers.
But I do love that music shift. It's like, well, this ain't getting anywhere.
You have all this power, and you're not gonna use it to fight evil? If you're not gonna use them to fight evil, then I will. I'm not gonna let this island remain as Mafia Town. I'll collect all the timepieces for myself. You have my word on it.
Which word? Oh, that was a new sound. There didn't used to be any footstep sounds. Now, did they put a script in to take half of your pawns, or is that still a blatant lie? Because that is the most bizarre thing to put in the game. 220. They pickpocketed half your pawns. No, she didn't. I'm still a rich bitch. Okay, it's 7 to unlock Subcon, so we're probably gonna do Subcon first before doing Deadbird Studio. just because Subcon gives me the grappling hook. And that is useful. Boop. Alrighty, let's see if I can just remember where these are off the top of my head. There's one at the boat. One over here, I think. And then one at the construction site. I also can't remember if it's 3 or 4. Well, we're just gonna have to see. Because whatever it is I'm forgetting, I'm gonna feel like an idiot for forgetting. Hang on. Where's that punch up? There it is. I do want to get the... This is how you cheese ball it. It's very difficult for them to hit you when you're doing that. I will now stand here and do nothing. Okay, oh, well, we do need to go here at some point. Oh, fatties. Double fatties. She wasn't facing the right way. Okay, now the last one is up my face. All right. It's the right idea. Oh wait, I think this is the right one as well. Can't remember if it's around here. I just can't remember exactly where. Why does it always have such a hard time finding the one that's around here? And that's annoying. And I just hit my head. Well, piss. And I wonder if they decreased the distance you can fall before taking damage. One over there. Ugh. Well, we're going to continue along the same idea. We're going to go clockwise instead of anti-clockwise. I'm out of practice on my freaking... what's it called? What's the technical term for it? Dive dashing is what I always call it. Oh, wow! Well, that's the one I forgot about. Okay. Ladder. And there's a treasure chest I've not seen. Well, I know there's one I've not gotten, and it's like right above the plaza, so next time we're in the area, probably just stop by and pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up. Okay. Get the one. Ouch. I still say that Yahtzee Croshaw was completely wrong when he said that the vault... Oh! When the little beams of light that show you where the vault codes are make the game easier. Yes, it does, but this would be the most frustrating part of the entire game if you had to manually search Mafia Town for the vault codes. Because it's like, okay, the game is fun because it's not frustrating. The boss fights are the only real part of this game that get particularly tough, and that makes sense because they're freaking boss fights. Oh, here's some poor sap getting the snot kicked out of him. Maybe the other one's around here, like... I guess we're gonna go to the SS None of Your Business. Because that's literally what it's called. Whoa, that actually worked. Couldn't dive, so I was thinking like, what? Okay. We're back here again. Need to get to the plaza though, so I can... Wait a minute, it might be down there. I've not gotten the yarn down there. That's... Need to do that at some point. I hate looking for these freaking tickets. Well, whatever. Here's what we're gonna do. I don't think the game had any clue what to do there. Also, oh, it was B to pick up the ball. Excusez-moi. There's a yarn there as well. Be my luck that this is just gonna... Whoa! Be my luck that this is just gonna be like a bloody... Okay. Stop. Drop. Roll. Pants. See, the crest on Mustache Girl's hood is the same as the Rift tokens, so I don't know if they wanted to have some sort of central design or if that was supposed to be important. Anyway. Shortcut. Okay, so we're in almost the right area. Just got to get to the plaza, get the ticket, get that treasure chest that I know we missed. Which is going to be up here. Somewhere. There it is. Yeah. Not a yarn. Okay. So, woo! I almost just pulled my keyboard off. I don't remember. It's time to consult the in-game hint system, known as Touch. And again, I'm gonna feel really stupid. It's at the construction site. Did I seriously not see that? You know, I keep calling that the construction site. That's just... It's more of just a platform. A plinth. I'm also going about this the complete wrong way. Bloody hell. Bum, bum, bum. I need to check on my Animal Crossing town. See what's at the shops. And check out my new basement. Cooking Cat is here. With a relic, so I don't even care. Okay, so it's 5, it's 7 to unlock Subcon. So what I'll do is I'll unlock Subcon, and then I'll go ahead and just turn the game off. Because I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. Oh. This is gonna be hilarious with One Hit Hero. It's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Look at mess. This is terrible. Someone turn on all faucets in Mafia Town. Same faucets that control the town volcano. Was it you, child? No? Mafia think he saw a little girl turn on all faucets.
Oh sure, we all look the same to you, don't we?
Kid, can you save Mafia Town by turning off all faucets? If you close all, maybe water start flowing again.
Sure. Okay. Now that death wish, that means you have to do all these and cool yourself off. I managed to do the extended challenge where it's like only cool yourself off once or twice. So there's like a path that you have to follow. Like you have to be really fast. I managed that. So I could always do this bit faster, but why be fast when you can be asked? Used to think you had to hit that thing like 3 or 4 times, but a speedrunner can do it with just 2 hits. I'll come back to this side if I need to. Woo. My butthole was on fire. All right. Tried to be clever. Turned out to be never. Now, YouTube compression hates the color red and stuff like that, so I'm sure this is hilarious to watch. Fortunately, they do checkpoint after every single one, so at least it has that going for it. Okay. Skills! Okay. Oi! Wait. And it's a good thing, too. Would not surprise me if there's like, if it's like, hey, you died 3 times, therefore it totally reset because you're an idiot. And bonsai. Oh. Really glad that Raccoon didn't get any good ideas. Oh, that was it. Cool. Yeah. Wait! I didn't totally just poop my pants. When I boarded that up, it's like, yeah, not even slightly. Cool dude. Should totally give him your fish. I either forgot about that or never saw that. Okay, well that works. Plop. Okay, well maybe not. I think that buffet thing was there on the original, so no particular funny business. There's like image distortion and so it. Well, almost. No, yeah, it does distort the image slightly. It actually kind of looks like Punch. The only game I've ever seen to really mess with like glass and stuff like that was Half-Life 2 had a working magnifying glass. That was shocking. I've never seen a working magnifying glass or, you know, people's eyeglasses sort of magnify their eyes slightly because they've got really strong prescription lenses. Except in games like Half-Life. Pardon? Time Rift. You're missing a key item and won't be able to complete this act. Enter anyway. You think I care? Why is this Act 5? Like, I don't know what they were thinking, but okay. I think... No, when I did this, when I was doing my playthrough that I'd never finished uploading, I did actually beat this without the time stop hat, I think.
And if Mafia on Rocket, Mafia is fast. Fastest man alive! Little child.
At least I think so.
Race fastest man alive. Mafia stole timepiece from HQ. If you win, Mafia give it to you. It is on! Mafia not sure Mafia survive this, but at least Mafia die as fastest man alive!
Get ready. Go!
See, that sorry ho cheats. He goes before the bell. Okay, maybe not.
Take this and this.
Now it doesn't make the death noise, so it's like, yeah, you failed, but you didn't die.
Haha! It is on!
Get ready. Go!
Yeah, that's not good. See, I could have sworn I capped him without using time stop hat. At least in a previous attempt.
Get ready. Go!
Because it does require you to be like really good at dive dashing, which I'm only kind of okay at. Okay, whatever. I'll do a time rift. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Okay. Derp. Okay. Okay, there's 2 time rifts reasonably close by. The bazaar should be right beneath me, though. And I can even hear it. I can hear the rift. I poop! So yeah, no time rifts, blah blah blah. Okay, essential levels only. The problem is Mafia Town has a thing that kind of needs to be done. I wonder if this is the one that gave me a bit of a headache when I was doing that playthrough. Well, that didn't turn out the way I was expecting. Hey. Oh! See, this is gonna be annoying. This is gonna be annoying on the simple virtue of, like, at no point should I ever D on any of these, but you know. When you've only got half a brain. Gimme! Yeah. Blood Moon. Is that what I called it before? Blood? I hope I called it Blood Moon. Otherwise, I sounded pretty stupid. Stupid! Yeah! I think my sound card had a hernia, but there you go. And yet, more people violently quivering. I want to smug dance on a Roombi. There are some things that must be done in Hat in Time. This is gonna seem really mean, but I think you get like a yarn or something by doing this. And I feel really bad about doing that. Anyway. Ugh. Yeah, I think that's just about enough for old Dave today. It's not my longest stream. My longest stream was like 4 or 6 hours, I forget, but whatever. Anyway. Well, I hope somebody enjoys this at some point. I don't know if these are ever going to be public or whatever, but I guess I don't care too much. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, I guess. Whoever you are not, I don't know. Look at Snatcher reading his book, flying across the space truck, yeah. So, yeah. Bye.